2014. All presentation and correspondence will be conducted in English, including question and answer session. Before starting the session, I would like to introduce our management being here. Our CEO, Mr. Ambrose Chan, and our CFO, Mr. Ek Chong Yo, and Kun Chachani Anand Wattanapong she is GM of Thailand. There are 5 agendas for today's discussion. Firstly, opening remarks by Ambrose. Secondly, financial performance by Ek Chong. Thirdly, market update by Kun Chachani. Fourthly, back to Ambrose for the second half of 2014 outlook. The last agenda will be Q&A session. May I pass the first agenda to Ambrose? Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking your time to attend this session. First half of this year, DSGT Thailand recorded 13.8% top-line growth. Despite, I think, everybody know, right? I think in the first half of the year, it's a very difficult year for tourism and also for many industries. Later on, Kun Chachani will share with you the overall picture, right, of the fast-moving consumer goods industries. Not only ourselves, right, but related to ourselves. And the reality is, right, I think even growing at 13.8% in the first half represent growing between 2 to 3 times faster than the industry growth. Right? And the positive growth, as we look at individual market, is like over this year, we introduced new products. And without the new product introduction, it's not possible to grow above the market rate. Specifically, just in both the baby and adult product, we introduce new product for daytime usage. In starting last year with Baby Love Day Pants, Pet Day Pants, this year, and Fiji Day Pants in Malaysia and Indonesia respectively. Certainly Day Pants introduced this year also received a very favorable response and further reinforced our dominant market leadership position. The net profit increased by 5.7%. After factoring into, if we eliminate the forex, the foreign exchange volatility, the normalized net profit actually grew by 15%. 2 weeks ago, I read from newspaper, I couldn't recall it's Bangkok Post or Nation. They gave a overall summary of the first half of the years of the stock, all the listed companies in Thailand. They said the first, well, I try to recall, I still have, I take a picture here. I think the total profit for all the listed company in Thailand in the first half of this year is about 426 billion baht, representing only 2.9% growth compared to the same period last year. Okay. Therefore, what I talk about 5.6% is not a big number, but comparatively, I think we grow twice the average. And just go a little bit detail into the individual market. In Thailand, we continue to gain market share in both the baby and adult diaper category, despite the consumer sentiment being, I think, dampened by the first half of the year, right? The political uncertainty, the curfew, and the coup, right? And even in, I think at the, probably I think the timing, right, may not be in the best timing in May we introduced the certain day pants. But I think there are risks and opportunity, right, for us to good reason to do it. And I think business today, right, really indicate the brand has been doing very well. It is the right decision to do, not being hampered by short-term, macroeconomic, political situation. Our day pants, I think we almost complete the rollout in the region for the Baby Love. In Thailand, Pet in Malaysia, and Fiti, as I mentioned, in Indonesia. In Malaysia, the political situation, I think, is stable. However, I think economic situation, as I also mentioned, I think, previously, is this year basically the government lifted the subsidy of fuel price and also the sugar price to increase the tax revenue. And also, in the first quarter next year is an introduction of the GST tax. And this creates some uncertainty in the country. Because not how it is implemented, how would that affect consumer spending today, right? Still not very clear, right? I think the government is working on it, right? I hope, right, later on it will have more information to the public, not only to consumer, I think for all the business. And Pet Day Pants launch in May, and basically, right, in response to very favorable consumer response, that is also as part of our strategy to strengthen our baby diaper franchise, to challenge the market leadership position. We are today is a near number 2, right? I think hopefully not too long, right? We reach that position. Indonesia, following the 50 day pen introduction, and basically in the first half of the year, the overall domestic sales were almost double compared with the same time last year. And definitely it's a big market to build, right? Everything requires a lot of effort, time, right? But I think we are every day, right, improving not only on the business, but importantly is the fundamental, right? We are almost, I think, complete our staffing, right? Major position, and in the long run, definitely, right, we would like to move into a high-performance organization in order to get the business from small to big and great for the coming years. And like, well, I think first half of the year, it was very much, right, is precursor of the presidential election. And only a couple of weeks ago, the election being confirmed without being contested. And now I think the new government will come in October. The minister appointed, right? The government need to announce what kind of economic policy. Therefore, some uncertainty. However, I think the overall big picture, I think, is painted. I think that is what I just shared with you, right? Just an overall recap, and now Chong will share with you the financial performance.
Yeah, on the financial performance now, our sales revenue grew by 13.8 from 3.6 billion in first half of 2013 to 4.1 billion in first half of 2014. Net profit is 5.7%, but as mentioned, if we normalize it and take out the volatility of the foreign exchange, we basically our net profit grew by 15%, and this is still higher than the overall market of the SCT net profit growth. Earning per share continue to grow by 4% as